a woman in California is sharing her terrifying experience when she discovered a complete stranger had been secretly living under her home for months. Take a look.
So it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and we woke up because we heard noise. And so I came outside, I thought somebody was on a roof. Imagine being half awake and seeing an arm, a dirty arm, come out of this hole.
Wow. The woman said she immediately called the police, and luckily they were able to get the man out from under the house. And you can see that they led him away to a waiting police car. Turns out there's a term for this. It is called frogging. So what do you think about this and what happened to this woman? Tori, you have some additional facts.
I do. So frogging is with a PH, in case you wanted to know. And there's a code to it. It's like squatting, but just a few days, as you said. But they have a code of don't leave any messes behind, don't steal anything, and avoid any confrontation with the hosts. So it's almost a parasitic relationship. They don't even know you're there, but you're coming in and you're living there for, I guess, shelter while trying not to affect the host,
but,
which is super weird.
When we first had this story pitched to us, you know, Erica, you had a reaction to it.
Yeah, well, first of all, you're stealing their peace of mind for starters and violating their sanctuary in a way that is super violating.
And criminal.
Criminal.
Yeah.
That was one of the things when I had the break-in a few years ago. It was that one of the theories, because he never said exactly what he was doing. I don't even want to think about what he's doing, but the someone at the DA's office was like, he was probably there to like live in your house, like in that part of your house for as much time that he could do that for, which would have been a very short period of time because I use all of my house for myself because that's what we pay for. So yeah.
This is, I mean, I can't believe we're even, I mean, it's not by mistake that he knew that he couldn't break into a bank and do that because there would be consequences. But it seems like it's out there publicly that you can squat in somebody's home and that there are laws that are going to be on your side, depending on where you live.
Well, but I want to be careful about the way that you phrase, because the guy who attempted to break into my home is still in jail.
Good.
So it's not like this is a legal act, but what you're referring to is a lot of people, there was a story that just came out about someone, I believe in California, who was supposed to be in a VRBO for a matter of like months, and then stayed there for years, and they had a really hard time getting that person out. So those are two different things.
Okay, that's squatting, but it seems like
so just the difference between squatting, someone is usually not there when people squat, and frogging, which is stupid, there is someone there always. So that's the difference between the two.
I just don't like that we're starting to like justify people's insane behavior.
Normalize it.
Yeah, normalizing. Oh, it's called frogging,
right.
And they live by a code. I live by a code too. It's called thumping. And if you go in my basement with my 2 young kids and my wife, I'm gonna beat you unmercifully until the police come to get me off of you. I don't understand why we just think like, oh, it's a cute little name, and don't worry, they live by a code. No, I'm sick of making excuses for mentally insane people. And I'm like, oh, you're so mean, we need to get them help. Well, do it away from my family and children.
Right.
I don't know what the answer is, but the answer isn't letting them roam and do whatever they want around residential homes.
Jeff, sadly, the only thing that I push back on is I don't know if they're always mentally insane. The woman that was in that VRBO, that mansion, she knew that she could get away with that. That's why she did it. And so there are clearly things out there, it's going to vary from place to place, that makes people comfortable enough to post up in your house. I have seen stories on Dateline where people overstay their Airbnb and then they just stay for months. And I mean, this male and female, they were like hippie people. They were like going in these people's refrigerator. Yeah. Like while they were in the living room.
Because there's laws now. In California, you can't relocate people. It's like, it's getting a little out of hand.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, and the people that have Airbnbs, they depend on that income too.
Right.
So I think a lot of people that frog in these homes think, oh, they have money, they're fine. That's actually not always the case.
Right.